2 barndominiums. Same square footage. Same steel frame. Same budget. One of them, you walk in and something settles. The temperature feels right. The light is where you need it. The room knows what it is for. The other one, you walk in and you start adjusting. You want to move the furniture. You open a window that the floor plan put in the wrong wall. You feel the building working against you in ways you cannot name but cannot ignore. The difference is not the finishes. It is the floor plan. And the floor plans that feel instantly comfortable are not comfortable by accident. Before we get into every principle, if you are designing a barndominium floor plan and you want the architectural intelligence that separates a comfortable building from one that fights you, subscribe to Barndominium Haven right now. We cover barndominium architecture with structural honesty and genuine design depth. Hit the bell. Stay until the conclusion, because the final principle is the one most barndominium floor plans never include. And its absence is felt every single day by the people living without it. The architecture starts now. Comfort in a building is not a feeling that furniture produces. It is a condition that architecture creates. Through 5 specific decisions made at the floor plan stage. Before a finish is selected, before a fixture is specified, before a single wall is built. Every barndominium floor plan that feels instantly comfortable makes all 5 decisions correctly. Every barndominium floor plan that does not fails at least one of them. Here they are. The first decision is the entry. Not the entry door, the entry experience. The sequence of space a person moves through between arriving at the building and arriving at the building's social center. A floor plan that puts the front door directly in the living room. No transition, no spatial buffer, no moment of arrival. Is a floor plan that makes the occupant feel perpetually exposed. As if the building has no inside, only a direct connection between the world and the living room sofa. A floor plan that creates a threshold. A covered entry porch that decompresses the transition from outside to inside, an entry alcove that orients the arriving person before they enter the social space, a ceiling height shift that marks the transition between the entry condition and the primary room. Tells the nervous system that it has arrived. That transition, however brief, is the architectural signal that changes a building from a structure to a home. It costs nothing in square footage. It changes everything in daily experience. The second decision is ceiling height. And specifically, ceiling height variation. A barndominium floor plan where every room has the same ceiling height is a floor plan that missed the most powerful spatial tool its structural system provides for free. Clearspan steel framing allows ceiling height to vary across the building without structural cost. A social space at 13 feet, expansive, directional, architecturally generous. And a bedroom at 9 feet, contained, restful, acoustically intimate. Are not 2 rooms at different price points. They are 2 rooms designed for 2 different human experiences. And the ceiling height is the architectural element that creates both experiences without a single additional material cost. The floor plan that feels comfortable uses the ceiling as an active design element. Not as the underside of the roof that nobody thought to vary. The third decision is the most fundamental. And the most frequently reversed in the design process. Most barndominium floor plans are designed as layouts first. Rooms positioned for functional logic, for circulation efficiency, for square footage optimization. And windows are added afterward, to the walls that are available after the layout is fixed. The floor plans that feel instantly comfortable are designed in the opposite sequence. Light first. Layout second. The question, where does the morning light enter, where does the afternoon light enter, which wall faces north and receives consistent diffused light throughout the day, is answered before a single room is positioned. Then the rooms are placed around the light. The social spaces where the light is best for social activity, the bedrooms where the light serves rest and privacy, the kitchen where the light serves the task of food preparation without glare. A floor plan designed around light feels comfortable before the furniture arrives. Because the light was always going to the places where people were going to be. The fourth decision is circulation. The paths people move through to get from one part of the building to another. A comfortable floor plan has circulation that disappears. Paths so logically positioned, so free of conflict with the rooms they connect, so clearly organized by the building's primary axis, that people move through the building without thinking about movement. An uncomfortable floor plan has circulation that imposes. A hallway that forces everyone through the kitchen to reach the bedroom, a living space that doubles as the route to every other room, a bathroom accessible only through the primary bedroom. Paths that turn every movement through the building into a negotiation with someone else's space. The test of a floor plan circulation logic is simple. Can every person in the building reach every room they need without passing through a room they did not intend to enter? If the answer is yes, the circulation disappears. If the answer is no, the building is a daily friction disguised as a floor plan. The fifth decision is the one most barndominium floor plans never make. And its absence is felt every day by the people living without it. It is the outdoor room. Not a patio. Not a deck. Not a graded area at the back of the building that the builder called an outdoor space. A covered, defined, architecturally considered outdoor room. With a ceiling, a floor, and a clear relationship to the interior room it extends. The human nervous system does not experience comfort as a purely indoor condition. It experiences comfort as the availability of transition. The ability to move between enclosed shelter and open air without effort, without weather exposure, without the building ending abruptly at a glass door and the world beginning immediately beyond it. A covered porch deep enough to use in rain. A breezeway that connects two wings with open sky above. A covered walkway that makes the building's outdoor face as habitable as its indoor one. These are not amenities. They are the architectural elements that make a barndominium feel larger than it is, more comfortable than its square footage suggests, and more connected to the land than any interior finish can make it feel. The floor plan that includes the outdoor room from the first line drawn. Not added afterward, not an afterthought at the end of the design. Is the floor plan that feels instantly comfortable the moment the door opens. Because comfort does not begin at the threshold. It begins at the point where the building and the land around it stop being separate things. And start being one considered place. 5 principles. The threshold that tells you have arrived. The ceiling that varies because variation is the spatial language of human experience. The light that was placed before the rooms. So that the rooms were always going toward it. The circulation that disappears. Because movement through a building should never announce itself. And the outdoor room. The space that most floor plans leave out because it is not on the square footage calculation. And that most occupants miss most deeply because comfort was never only indoors. These are not expensive principles. They are not material upgrades, finish specifications, or design fees. They are decisions. Made at the floor plan stage, before any cost is committed. That determine whether the building you build is a structure you live in. Or a home that feels instantly comfortable the moment you walk through the door. If this video gave you the 5 decisions your floor plan needs to make correctly, hit the like button and share it with someone whose floor plan is not final yet. Subscribe to Barndominium Haven, the channel that covers barndominium architecture with the precision and honesty your build deserves. Drop your current floor plan challenge in the comments. We read every single one. And we will see you in the next one.